Posey. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I have no idea how. Oh, babe, you can hear me perfectly fine, right? That's it. Oh, you probably have to just feed the wire. Sorry, I didn't realize I made that mistake. You just feed the header. Watch it, how fast it is. Easier. Switch. What's going on, guys? In today, we're here talking about those good Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns as they won. And the rest of the game, Jackson, how'd you enjoy last night's basketball?
Oh, it was good. It was both my teams lost, so
I was
about to say, Henry and I, halfway through our night, realized that him and I were winners, and you were chicken dinner. So yeah. Well, let's get into the first game, Nuggets versus Lakers. The Lakers. If you looked at the final score, you wouldn't have thought they were in it as much as they were. I feel like the first half was way closer than the second.
I feel like
the Lakers gave up halfway through. I think after watching that game, Denver Nuggets are still the best team in basketball. What?
oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't say that about the halves, but
what?
that the Lakers gave up. I wouldn't say that. I would say
How much did Anthony Davis score in the second half?
0 points.
Exactly.
How are you gonna win?
But I don't mean that. I don't think that's giving up. They were on the verge of getting blown out in the first half. It was like a blowout. It wasn't a blowout, but it was. I mean, they were. I don't have it in front of me. But they were up big in the first, and then they were up big in the second. It was like getting to like bad territory, and that the boys came through. The guys started making some threes. LeBron started scoring a little bit, and they like salvaged at the end of like the first quarter and the second quarter. They like salvaged the lead, or the deficit.
Who was the most impressive guy for you? I think Christian Brown impressed me last night the most.
Personally, I'm gonna go Jokic. But yeah, Christian Brown following suit of his finals performance. Yeah, I mean, like we said, I mean, Denver is really good. If I wasn't a biased Laker LeBron guy this season, then I'd just go Denver again. The Denver disrespect is certainly real.
What happened to you?
I mean, it's game one, so I'm not sounding the bell, but I don't. LeBron's on a pitch count, and Darvin Ham said like it's most likely gonna happen all season, and LeBron was like,
"Can you hear me, Jackson?"
Yeah, I'll go with the flow, I guess, and I guess LeBron's gonna be on a pitch count all season, so I assume Darvin will get fired at some point.
With the whole pitch count thing?
Yeah, it's like retarded.
4-minute intervals.
LeBron will keep making they'll probably become more passive comments on it as the games go by, and that I think Darvin will have to make a decision.
Okay, so I didn't understand the whole. Like, I didn't realize it till the fourth quarter when the commentator said something where that LeBron was sitting on the bench and he goes, well, LeBron's been playing 4-minute intervals, so he'll be back at like the 6 or 8 minute marker. And like that, he came in. And how many minutes did he end up playing? 30?
Yeah, 29.
29, that's what it was. So you're telling me they need to figure out 18 to 20 minutes a night where LeBron's going to be sitting? Or is this just because it's game one?
Well, the hope was when this was going on, I was hoping that it was because it's game one. And then at the end of the game, they said LeBron commented on it and Darvin Ham commented on it. And I mean, just like it doesn't remind me of who's the guy who LeBron got fired in Cleveland? I was getting a haircut.
David Blatt.
Yeah, it's not exactly a Blatt situation, I think, but I mean, dude, if Anthony Davis is scoring 0 points in the second half, LeBron's going to need to play more than 29 minutes. Like, LeBron's going to need to play more than 29 minutes either way, unless they get off hot. I mean, this is a team that was like, what was their record last year? Like,
weren't they 44?
3-10, like, 4-10, something. There was something terrible.
Without LeBron?
No, like to start the season, they were like a horrible basketball team to start the season.
They were horrendous. We actually thought they were going to be a 2018 Lakers team. You remember that year where we were like, oh, this year's a wash?
The good news is that was the last time he won a season opener. So that's the good news because he does have a ring in between it.
Hayward?
Yeah.
And Gordon Hayward breaks his fucking leg.
Yeah. That's the last time. Dwayne Wade was on that team, right?
No, this is fucking Lakers, you moron.
No, this is Cleveland.
No, Gordon Hayward breaking his leg was against the Celtics or Lakers. Gordon Hayward signed with the Celtics. LeBron signed with the Lakers.
That's LeBron's first season?
Yeah, with the Lakers in 2018, like 6 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Remember?
I'm fucking old.
I remember LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, but obviously it was a complete and utter wash.
Should have they kept Brandon Ingram, you think? And Lonzo Ball and Julius
They won
Randle?
a championship. They shouldn't have done anything. They should have done exactly what they did because they won it all. But like do you remember? I remember that so clearly. My dad just moved
to Fort Myers, or moved out of your mom's house. Like this is your divorce being.
No, he moved. No, my parents got divorced like decades ago. He had moved to Florida, and I don't know why. I remember like his old house being in. Like that whole first Lakers year was just a complete wash. He got injured.
Yes, it was a complete wash. It was an incredible disappointment.
And that's like, I don't know, that's what I remember, but...
Did he win a championship in the second year or the third year? Second year, right?
Second year.
It's been 4 years since.
Yeah, it has 3 full years.
We're going on a year 4.
What was it?
We're going on a year 4 right now.
Since the ring, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't really like looking at these stats right now. 55 and 56 games the last 2 years is fine. 45 the year before. That was a COVID short year. I don't really love this. I mean, it's game one. So, you know what?
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is they didn't look good. Like
they didn't.
But the guys who needed to look good didn't look good. D'Angelo Russell
Austin Reeves wasn't that impressive.
People overhyped Austin Reeves. Is it? I mean, look at him. But remember is he dating Taylor Swift rumors? Look at him. Like Austin Reeves is a phenomenal role player. Like that's just who he is at the end of the day. Could he be a star? I mean, probably technically,
Not.
but I think he's more suited for having star moments, star like
Yeah.
impact
Yeah, star like
for
impact.
who he is.
He's the fourth guy. He's a really good fourth.
Yeah. So who's number three?
Not on the team.
Well, that's an issue.
I mean, unless you think fucking Gabe Vincent. Where was Gabe Vincent? I didn't notice Gabe Vincent in that game. Yeah, you didn't either. Did
That
you?
was BS.
Huh?
I did. Yeah.
What did he do?
When LeBron last won his a game opening night, it was Gordon Hayward's injury, but LeBron was on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can't believe I got a non-LeBron stan trying to tell me LeBron stats.
I
I
didn't
can't believe I can't believe Gabe Vincent played in that game. I had to fact check that. 22 minutes, he barely did anything. An unfelt presence entirely.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Like I honestly, when I said the whole Gabe Vincent thing, I literally said that. The more I said it, I was like, dude, I don't remember seeing Gabe Vincent. What was the stat points?
22 minutes, 6 points on 3 of 8 shooting, a minus 17, two
Jesus
assists,
fuck.
2 assists, 2 turnovers.
That's bad, man.
0 of 4 from deep.
Did you? I remember we watched Lakers games completely different because I remember way too much of Gabe Vincent last night. That dude looked horrible, and he kept fouling Jamal Murray like an idiot. And Jamal
I
was
thought
like,
D'Angelo Russell all night.
the Denver Nuggets, when the Denver Nuggets opened their mouth, it's becoming so easy to hate the Denver Nuggets. I just want to say that because I'll tell you why. 2 reasons.
I think you're the only one who says this. I think it's easy to love the Denver Nuggets.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal
Okay.
Murray, all they do is complain. Like it's literally like all this small stuff. Obviously, Jokic complains anytime something doesn't go his way. Jamal Murray has become the same, and it's like the only reason it's annoying is because they won the championship last year, and then they open their stupid mouths and they start trash talking the Lakers. And I
You
mean,
ever
they
think
can
about-
do whatever they want because they're kicking their asses, and they swept them last year. Like, and then they won the ring. Like, you can talk as much shit as you want. I just wish they were the Memphis Grizzlies talking shit, and they never did anything. So it was like yeah, you can talk
All right.
as much as you want. You can gritty on my logo, but like you're a dumbass, Josh. Like whatever.
After the game, it was cool. First off, it was cool seeing Shaq try to speak Serbian to Nikola Jokic. That was funny. But on the real, it was geek to see Christian Brown be called the X Factor by Nikola Jokic. And there was, I mean, down the stretch, they were just playing Brown at the 3. And I love Kennedy Smith, who's watching the game, still calls Christian Brown Braun. He's like, Braun needs to be good.
Is he really?
Yeah, he was like, Braun needs to be the replacement for Brown.
I don't listen. That's why I don't listen to those guys. I love Shaq. And I
TNT's
love
the only
Barkley,
one,
but
the one I listen to.
I don't like. I almost have like a certain level of respect for how little knowledge they know about. And I get it because like these are very niche. But like you cover basketball, like you should know it's Christian Brown. But
You know,
like,
when
if you're
you
one of
start to
those
watch
four.
basketball, the amount of people who actually don't pay attention to like 8, 9, 10, 11 man on the roster, like either their name pronunciation or if they're on the team, like is unreal. Like you're like,
that's what I mean.
you
Where,
think-
like
well,
how do you not know? Like, I don't know. Like if you had like a salary by the NBA, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's almost like dope how little like these guys like give a shit about that. Not in a like creative sense, but in like a just like yeah, respect, dude. You're getting a bag. Like Shaquille O'Neal, not even knowing who Christian Wood is. Like I get it, man. We were
Christian
really
Brown,
bad.
idiot.
Chris,
You're doing the same thing.
Christian Wood, you idiot. This is years ago. Christian Wood had like a career night against Los Angeles
Yes.
Lakers, and
The whole
Shaq was like,
unfamiliar with your game thing.
yeah,
know?
exactly. Asshole. So, like, I get it. You don't know anything about Christian Wood because you're Shaquille O'Neal and we just won.
Dude, you're probably like
17
Dwight
basketball
Howard
games.
meeting up with Christian Wood and stroking his cock.
I think Christian Wood sucks. So, I don't really get that. But
Oh, I'm sorry. That was just a stupid insult.
it's all good because AD will score more than 0 points in a second half. But the thing is, this is why the Nuggets will continue to own the Los Angeles Lakers unless LeBron figures it out or AD figures it out. I'm sick of having these conversations where it's like Anthony Davis seems like such a geek sometimes offensively, like even defensively. It just I wish he would like realize he's over 7 feet tall and he's one of the best two-way players in the league. And I just wish he like knew that sometimes, you know? Because how does he disappear from games? Would he have one rebound at halftime? Didn't he have one rebound at halftime?
It was 9-1-1-1.
I mean, these are embarrassing. Like,
I did like the lineup of Christian Wood and Anthony Davis next to each other. It didn't amount to much, but like the idea was there.
It just freaking hurts. Taurean Prince, great pickup. He was
Do you think
our
they
Damari
Dwight
Carroll.
Howard back because he's touching cocks?
Dwight Howard, I would say, is out of the league for other reasons as well.
Do you think stroking cock?
It really like reminds me of Scotty. He really reminds me of Scotty Barnes. Like I'm not like no.
He really reminds me of
Jerron,
not Jerron. Yeah, it's Jerron Collins. John Collins. Who's the gay one?
Like
Jerron
the face,
Collins,
or
yeah.
you just shit kidding?
No, like I'm making a joke that Dwight Howard reminds me of the only gay athlete in the NBA.
Oh, I thought you said John Collins. No,
Jason Collins.
Oh
Dwight Howard
yeah,
reminds me of
Jason Collins. Jason Collins.
The joke's not funny anymore.
That's right. I remember that in like middle school or whatever being like,
yeah, and then Jerron Collins
crazy.
went on Oprah wearing a shirt saying "I'm not the gay one."
Who? Wait, what?
Jason's Collins' twin brother is Jerron Collins. So they went on Oprah after Jason came out, and Jerron wore a shirt saying "I'm not the gay one."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I had a faggot for a brother, so I could like do funny
be on
things.
Modern Family.
Like then people can never say I'm like
You're a
homophobic.
homosexual, dude. Be like, bro, my brother's a fag.
Yeah, my brother's yeah, exactly. Or people be like, you're being homophobic.
Shit.
I'm like, bro, my brother sucks more dick than you can think of. Like,
I am not, but this guy right here.
yeah. My brother, he's taking more. I don't know, logs in his hole than I don't know what I was gonna say, but his holes had more wieners down it than Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
You know who Joey Chestnut is?
Yeah, I live in society. How do you not know? Yeah, I'm a big 4th of July supporter.
I'd go to one of his events, would you?
Our city has one every year, 4th of July. I wouldn't go to like I'd like check out one on Coney Island
every year.
Well, I've only lived here for 1 year, so I have gone here for every year, and it's crazy. There's like 15 people.
You've lived there for 2 years?
No, I've lived here a little over a year. And
This is your second year.
Yeah, but only one 4th of July, and it's chili cheese dogs. Dude, they look so freaking good.
Are you just trying to compete just to eat one?
Yeah, dude, I hate hot dogs, but if I were to eat a hot dog, I would want a
chili
chili cheese dog.
Before we get to the next segment.
Hot dogs are so bad. Unless you're at Wrigley Field, obviously. As Henry knows.
Dude, they're so talking about the ones straight out the little steam holders, like the dudes that walk around the
Oh
stadium with them.
yeah.
What are you guys talking
Like
Steamy,
back in the
wrapped in the
day.
foil. Yep, dingoes.
What are you guys talking about?
Dude, those
You
things
guys are
are
both from like
cash.
Chicago.
Dude, so I'm used to like these Wrigley wrapped in foil, fresh out of the bag, these Chicago style holders, like, hey, how many dogs you want? And I go to the last time I saw you, I
Marlins?
went to the Miami Marlins game. I get there and I'm so freaking hungry. So I go to the first food vendor they have, and it's like fucking like it was not bad, but it's like a Cuban style hot dog, and it just was not a hot
What
dog.
the fuck does that mean?
Like it had like bacon in it. It was like good. It had like a weird aioli.
Aioli,
It was like
aioli.
it was just like weird, and it's just, of course, I realized later as I kept walking that there are stations for normal hot dogs, and I went to like a specific, but I was so pissed because I hate hot dogs, and I definitely don't want like some Cuban freaking hot dog.
So am I
at the
missing
Miami
out? What
Marlins
about
ballpark.
the White Sox? Do the White Sox sell these hot dogs, or is this just a Wrigley Field? Is Wintrust
It's-
selling this?
It's different. I don't know what Henry takes. I've never been to a game at
Wintrust?
the Sox stadium, but
Wintrust?
apparently their food is way better.
Henry?
But I wouldn't. The hot dog.
You
price.
worked. You interned there. I thought you had.
Yeah, I've never been to a Sox game though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I value my life.
The Cubs dogs are better than other hot dogs I've had at any other MLB stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's a promo at Great American. They do like whatever every like Wednesday. It's $3 beers, $2 hot dogs, $1 ice cream.
What the
What
fuck
you
is
think?
Great America?
What you think? It sounds pretty awesome. I was hyped. I went. Great American's like one of the older ballparks, maybe the oldest ballpark in the country. It's in Cincy, but
Gotta
all
be
three of the
Wrigley and
items,
Fenway.
all three of the items on that deal are terrible. They're all different than the normal stadium goods. The hot dogs are bad. The beer is a great deal for the price, but it's like
Yeah.
really bad hot dogs and it's really bad ice cream.
Damn.
It's depressing.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. Just so you know, you're
Dude, my
walking into a
mom's
trap.
so
You ever go
cheap.
to trap?
My mom's so cheap when it comes to buying hot dogs. So like, I told Henry this. My dad only buys Hebrew Nationals.
Oh
For
yeah.
hot dogs.
You
Yeah,
put me
that's-
onto that. You put me
Yeah,
onto those.
Hebrew Nationals. Like, if you don't like hot dogs, you'll like Hebrew Nationals. But my mom, she told me Hebrew Nationals were too expensive for her to buy. She was gonna buy them for me. That she went and bought other hot dogs. I come home and she brought like fucking all these store brand hot dogs. These bitches are pale white. Bro, I looked at my mom and I was like, I'm never eating these. I was like, if you're gonna give me hot dogs, they need to be the correct complexion.
You sounded very immigrant-y in that story.
I sound
Like you're like,
immigrant-y?
yeah, you're like fresh off the boat, and you just want like an American hot dog, and your mom just couldn't afford it.
I'm like the type of person that like when my mom gives me I ask my mom for a JanSport backpack, and instead of giving me a JanSport backpack, she gives me a JangSport backpack, and it's like just a similar knockoff with like a misspelt name that looks like it was typoed. All right. I don't know.
it's
I am a
Joey.
big fan of the dogs.
Fuck's Luke.
Dude, Luke lied to
So
us.
sleep.
Lied to
I'm
us.
so
Luke,
sleepy.
yeah.
Facts. This is gonna piss me off if he's not gonna come. Like, feature in the early.
Yeah.
This defeats
We
the whole
did this for him.
I'm so tired, Luke. Fuck.
Yeah. We talked originally at 8:30, but he goes, guys, do this at 7:30 for us. For me, I can come on this show if you do it at 7:30.
Should have known it sounded shady from the start. Luke pulling up at 6:30 Central Standard every day for
Yeah, that you know.
like. Yeah.
He struggled with 9:30. We were giving him faith. We gave him too much credit for 6:30.
Thomas made a joke the other day, like the second day we did it, and Luke didn't pull up, and he was like, Luke's probably sleeping. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, is Luke a sleeper? And then, of course, the show ends and you get the text from Luke saying, like, sorry, guys, I slept through. Like, fuck, dude, Thomas was on to something.
Thomas is on to something. I mean, they're bald brothers.
Yeah, they just have that twin. What is that twin? What do they call it?
Alopecia?
Yeah, but what's like the friendlier word for it? Like the twin.
Twin balding?
No, like the thing that twins have where they can like sense if the other one's in danger.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, but like a friendlier, watered down version of that word would be
Telepathic.
like close. Twin sense, is it? That sounds a lot way too sexual. I don't really.
No, I think you're making up shit. I also love the ability to stand and just talk here. I feel way more vibrant. All right, let's move into this next game. Phoenix Suns look fucking legit, but Henry brought something up. They turned the ball over way too much. There was a couple of times where the Golden State Warriors looked like the better coached team and like more competent, and then
That's because they are.
Phoenix Suns just whipped out their foot-long cock and let it touch the ground, and they're just like, "What's up? It's the rooster."
Is that a Alice in Chains reference or is that just
No, the Love Guru. You didn't watch the Love Guru, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
also
didn't watch it. You were
Alice in
supposed
Chains
to watch
song.
it yesterday.
Really good song. Yeah, I told you I don't
Black
like Michael Myers, so I actually probably won't ever see that movie.
You're missing out. Justin Timberlake is the villain.
See, that's cool because he killed it in
Yeah, dude.
Social
you
Network.
Don't realize this movie sparked Justin Timberlake's like mid 2000, early 2010s acting run.
He had a great run.
It's Le Roost. He plays a French guy from Montreal. He's a Montreal Canadian.
He could kill that.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, Justin Timberlake makes the movie. And Jessica Alba's in the movie.
Actually, I like Jessica Alba.
Dude, I'd suck a fart out Jessica Alba's today.
There's somebody I know that looks just like your girlfriend, like at like a bar or something. Oh yeah, it's a bar. It's a bar like 10 minutes away. I've never met your girlfriend. I'm telling you, dude, it's identical. I don't know why that.
The bartender,
Can't remember what we were talking about.
Patron, I don't know who at the bar.
Yeah, the bartender. Like
a big
telling
version
you.
of my girlfriend, or like a small boob, like my girlfriend. has,
I
like,
could not tell you her boob size.
Who?
but-
my girlfriend's or this person?
Just feels like really weird to say.
Would you say her mom gave that bartender a decent set of bosoms?
I have no idea. I genuinely don't know.
Well, you are useless to me, sir.
19 turnovers for the Suns, 11 for the Lakers. Devin Booker with 6, and Drew Eubanks with 3 were the main culprits of the lack of ball security last night.
All right, thank you for that. And you know what? Josef Nurkic
We need
is
to
going to
get
be a liability on defense.
We got to get
We're gonna-
Henry as a webcam on here.
We do. I'm excited for that. I feel weird talking about
Okay, yeah, because
my voice just like emerges from above. I hope so soon.
He's like
sorry.
God.
But
He's like God. He just comes in. Webcam. We have the webcam. I had to buy some additional parts, like a USB extension and shit, that should be all delivered today or tomorrow. So by the end of this week, Henry will be on the show. We got his microphone arm set up. He's set up over there.
yeah, I actually don't know how Golden State was in this game. I don't have. Can we get a fact check on here? I believe they shot like 35% from the field, and that three percentage number could not have been higher than 32%. No way. Steph played horrible. Klay Thompson played horrible. What do all
Klay
of us
Thompson,
Warriors?
can we talk about Klay Thompson is supposed to be on a revenge best season ever. That was the worst start to a season I've ever seen Klay Thompson have.
I sell that take
terrible.
of his. Dude, they look terrible in general. I don't even know how. I can't believe
second quarter.
Third quarter. What was it? First and third quarter, or second and third?
61-58, and then fucking Phoenix went on like a 15-point run.
Yeah, Phoenix controlled like the whole first half. I forget which quarter Golden State did well, and I don't know if it was the first or second.
I think it was the third because they came out hot out the game, tied this game. I even think they took a 3-point lead, and then fucking Phoenix went on like a 15-2 run and took it to like 63-80 or some shit like that. It was absurd.
It was indeed a 21-point advantage for Golden State in the third quarter. It's the only quarter they won on the night.
Yeah, they put up like 40 or something. That was the only good quarter they played all night.
They did look really good that quarter. Like Kevon Looney was touching God for 5 minutes.
Kevon Looney's, I think, a perfect representation of the word underrated. But
when you search up underrated, there's no definition. There's a picture of Kevon Looney.
It's Kevon Looney in his 82 games that he plays every single year, and his like
Harris?
15 rebounds in the playoffs. But the thing about Golden State
knee issues
is
right now. Weird knee issues right now. Knee soreness, but he's been out for like a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird. There's no diagnosis. Kevon Harris. This is someone who's irrelevant to Golden State / the main landscape of the league. But to junkies, Kevon Harris, thick guy, can yam it.
But the Warriors will figure it out, especially once Dre comes back. I still think they need another. They're going to get out-rebounded all the time, just like they did last season. But
do you think Draymond's gay if he wants Dwight Howard to come?
Does he actually want Dwight?
Yeah, Chris Paul. Do you think they want like threesome tummy
they could use
between Chris
They could
Paul
use
and
Dwight.
Like Dre?
I don't know if I'd want Dwight with all this stuff going on, but he did win. He was vital in the championship run for the Lake Show. But
is this why they didn't sign him?
No, it's because he's like 36 or whatever. But
I don't think he's playing.
Golden State will be just fine. Obviously, Jonathan Kuminga fouls everybody every possession of the game. By the way,
dude, Moses Moody's better than Jonathan Kuminga.
Chris Paul
he went good last night.
Warriors uni looks unbelievable, but it's going to take all these guys time to play with Steph Curry. Steph Curry needs the ball in his hand as well. This is why Chris Paul needs to come off of the bench. I remember we've talked about this many a times. I don't understand the logic at all for Chris Paul starting once Draymond Green comes back.
He's not supposed to start. They said that Draymond Green, when he comes back, Chris Paul will move to the bench.
Thank God, because Steph Curry is good off ball, but he doesn't. Steph Curry, because of how he plays on ball. So, like, I don't need Chris Paul's old ass carrying the ball. Free throw. Jonathan Kuminga's ass missed both free throws.
That's Jonathan Kuminga as well. His fucking ass.
The Suns, I think the bench was quite well. Kevin Durant, as always, disappeared when it mattered most, but Devin Booker. It's funny because I watch the Phoenix Suns play basketball every single year, especially in the fourth quarter. I tweeted it. All they do is run pick and roll ISO offense. Like there's the players, the other players, other than Devin Booker / Kevin Durant, whoever's the ball on Jusuf Nurkic, everybody else is just standing there. And it's just not going to work. And Bradley Beal does nothing to change their pick and roll offense, ISO ball offense in the fourth quarter. And this is why they lost last year. And this is why they won't do anything. And it's just night and day difference from watching Golden State. But at the end of the day, you got to make your shots and you got to.
First off,
I just thought it was funny.
I think Phoenix, even though they have their flaws, they showed with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I mean, Devin Booker also looks like he should be a cast member of the Trailer Park Boys with that beard. Please shave that shit. But besides that, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, they've shown that they're too top-heavy for most teams in the league. But I do agree the pick and roll. Dude, I honestly think Jusuf Nurkic is a problem. We talked it all offseason that we were going to be scared that his foot speed, not all off season, but since the trade happened, that his foot speed defensively was going to be bad. Dude, I saw him multiple times get burnt and like go like this to catch the guy, like running behind him basically. And I was like, this can't be real. Like you're literally watching him chase the guy blown by, like him like slowly walking like that, and you're just like, okay, they're legit gonna have to find somebody who's gonna be able.
Welcome to what Portland fans said since the trade happened, but he looked good on offense.
No, he looked great.
But,
he did take too many possessions, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean he's not domination, so yeah. But even when Bradley Beal comes back, they're gonna struggle, but they're not gonna struggle in the regular season because Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, even though they're running ISO pick and roll offense, they're still Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. So, like we saw last night, the other team still has to execute. Jordan Goodwin, when he played, did phenomenal in the second half. I mean, the dude was phenomenal.
Or guards who played last night?
Jordan Goodwin played 14 minutes. Eric Gordon, 32. He was really bad. He looked all right, but couldn't buy a shot.
Yeah, Eric Gordon had a couple plays.
I thought he moved well.
He takes threes from nowhere where he should be. Like if he's Klay Thompson or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, I'd say yeah, sure, take it. But like
huge Eric Gordon fan when he was on your team. Now he's not on your team anymore.
Dude, he's like, I haven't seen Eric Gordon smile in like 5 years.
Maybe longer.
He always looks pissed off. He always looks like he doesn't want to be where he is, and like he takes the worst shots in the world sometimes. But yeah.
Well, what's interesting about those threes is that like the analytics revolution thinks they're like gravitational. Like the floor is spread so much further. Like people value that he's a deep bomber.
Really?
Yeah, well, they can enjoy it.
Like statistically, he's a good player.
It is a trait that people value. I don't really know like how much of an advantage it actually creates, or if it like is measured. But that's part of the like people like Trey Murphy for the same reason that he really bombs away from like super far. So you got to respect him, or like step out there. You know, like he theoretically is a spacing enabler because he shoots such deep threes. Even
the thing with Eric is like. I feel like opposing teams are like, oh, you're like 5 feet below. You're like 5 feet past the 3-point line. Like you can take that if you want it. Like I don't know if anybody's really biting on Eric Gordon taking a 40-footer. That's probably not the right number, but
you're right. There definitely is a like a fine line where he's just like missing deep threes and they're bad positions and you don't have to guard him.
But he'll have a night where he makes those and he shoots 5 or 8 from downtown. It's like, dude, Eric Gordon's a difference maker on the Suns. And I wish him best of luck. It's just like it frustrated me so much, especially in the end of his Rockets. He's a drive killer. When he was with Houston, he was a huge drive killer because he's a shooter and shooters are going to shoot. But some of the shot selection in Houston was like better shots.
So I just got a message from my group chat. We took a video. We like made like a food truck video, and I was the one who had to film like a lot of this. I mean, I did interviews and stuff, but like I was the only one who was an idiot with the camera and knows like how to utilize cameras. I can't wait till my lights come in because if I go into the light, I look like I'm a rapture and I'm gonna go to heaven soon. But if I step out of the light, I look like on Bane. I'm like, I grew up in the darkness. I was barely a man once I finally saw the light. But like, that's not here nor there. But what I was talking about is we did this food truck and I took the videos, and like it'll be interesting to see where it goes. We got free food though, so it was worth it. Let's get right back into it. I think the problem with the Phoenix Suns, no point guard. All right, there's no one. The whole ISO thing. They can't run sets because they don't have a guy who's going to fucking run the sets. B.
Koji.
Who?
Koji?
Shut the fuck up. Lakoi.
Why can't he run sets? Why can't
he's a fucking wing.
Why can't he set a screen off ball? That's all I need. Give me one off ball screen.
It's
Give me
more in the
one
sense
cut.
that I need someone to come up in the half court, be able to signal a guy to set up, off ball screens like you're saying, and then be able to make the right reads and not only run, there's no problem running pick and rolls, but when you run a pick and roll and you're just running a pick and roll, you're predictable. But if you're running a pick and roll and you're using it to distract the defense, to open up something else, then that's when you're using the pick and roll right, and that's just not what this team has. The foresight.
They haven't done that with. It's just
They haven't done that since Chris Paul's first season.
Yeah, I was trying to even think of like the last time I saw it from the Sun, but
I think that was also Monty Williams' fault.
yeah, it's just like the thing is, I get it, and we saw it in the final minute. I laughed when I saw somebody I know tweet, "Man, Devin Booker did a great job playmaking in that game." I'm like, yeah, maybe the last possession, but
it's clutch. 2 big clutch assists at the end of the game.
It's
Who?
in the last Booker.
Who was it?
Book. In the last
Book was
minute,
on fire.
In the last minute, it makes sense because like teams are going to creep up and they're going to throw a double team at the pick or whatever, and then you'll have guys like Josh open and whatever. But it's just I can't watch. I mean, it honestly reminds me of Rockets Harden basketball.
Oh yeah,
but
we got 12 games to go through. Let's pick them. All right, tell me when you're ready, Henry.
You want to lead or want me to lead?
You can. Let's have you lead. Let's have you lead because you're tracking them. You ready, Jackson?
Sure.
Hawks and Hornets. Who you got, Jackson?
Hornets.
Why? 0.
I got the Bucks, bro. Dame's fucking
Bucks?
debut.
It's Bucks.
Yeah.
No, Hawks, Hornets.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying Hawks, baby. Trae Young.
Yep, I'm taking the Hawks as well. Pacers and Wizards.
Jordan Poole. He's gonna drop 50 opening night.
I'm taking the Pacers, but that should be a game. That could be a very high scoring affair.
I'm gonna take the Pacers too. I think even if Poole drops 50, I don't even.
it'll be 100 to 50.
30 for over.
No,
for
Kuzma will
Obi
have
Toppin.
20.
30 for Obi Toppin if the Pacers lose in double overtime to Jordan Poole and the Wizards.
Bruce Brown's pissed about his former GM's comments, so he's going to go off tonight for like 12, 4, and 3.
Rockets and Magic.
Oh, that's easy.
Jackson.
Rockets.
I'm taking the Rockets as well.
I'm
Should
taking
be an easy
Orlando.
win.
Paulo Banchero.
It's interesting how quickly Rockets have really gained credibility. In my opinion, this could be a team that
Paulo
sneaks up on
Banchero's
people.
gonna come out, fucking tee off with his cock.
I think they need to start the season with a win to establish the new regime in town, the new culture, the new identity. Rockets by Millie.
Knicks and Celtics. Celtics by a milli.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Nets and Cavs. No Jared Allen. No Dean Wade.
Oh,
Dean Wade does not matter, but I'm going Nets.
Dean Wade. Going Cavs. People are way too big on the Nets. I just want to let that record show.
You want that to be shown? I want to say.
Ben Simmons stat line tonight: 11, 6, and 7.
Ben Simmons, though, revenge tour starts tonight.
It does.
Who you going, Henry?
Give me the Nets at home. I'll take them.
I didn't even know they were home. That's even more of a reason.
Nets for you as well.
Yeah, I said Nets.
It will be interesting to see the Evan Mobley at center Cavs. I think that really is the future of this organization potentially.
What time is the Nets game? I want to watch that.
7:30.
So I only get 30 minutes of the Wizards before the fucking Nets come on. Gotta love the NBA. Go start that game at 6.
Timberwolves and Raptors. No Jaden McDaniels, who's out with a hamstring injury or a calf injury.
I'm going Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards MVP season starts tonight.
Oh, Timberwolves.
Yep. Timberwolves sweep me as well. Pistons and Heat.
Heat.
RJ Hampton revenge game. Miami. Come on, baby.
Second, dude. Pelicans and Grizzlies. No Steven Adams, no Santi Aldama.
Oh, then I was about to say
Ja
Grizzlies. It's going to be the Pelicans.
No John Morant.
Pelicans.
And the Pelicans, no Najee Marshall, no Jose Alvarado, no Trey Murphy.
Yeah, I'm going Pelicans. It's Santi. If Santi was playing.
These are two beaten up teams.
That it really is, and it's the first game of the season.
You're looking at two potential play-in teams here if they're going to be this banged up for the first month or two.
Who are you choosing, Jackson?
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Thunder and Bulls.
You know what? I'll do this one for fucking you Chicago boys. Bulls.
Yeah, I'll go Bulls.
I'm taking the Thunder. I claim no loyalty to Chicago. Final game, Kings and Jazz.
I'm going Jazz.
By like 28.
John Collins, debut.
Wow, you both say Utah. Is that what I'm
No, I am not Utah at all. No,
okay.
no. I think Utah. I'm like becoming more convinced Utah will be a bottom 5 team in the league, and Laurie won't average 20. But
I did remember you spewing that rhetoric the other day.
I'm going Sack as well, and I was wrong. There are 2 more games. We got Mavs and Spurs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Let's talk about this one for a second.
The Mavs by a million. Is Luka playing?
Luka is.
Luka is questionable, but trending in the right direction.
Yeah, I heard that. First off, there's 2 planes flying very close to each other in the air, like directly above each other. It's kind of weird. Do you see that, Henry? I feel like this lighting should.
Apocalypse.
But either way, it's Victor Wembanyama's debut game. How much stock does that carry? Do you think Victor Wembanyama seems like he's got that dog in him? Okay. I'm taking Victor Wembanyama wins his NBA debut.
I'm going to join you. I think that it's going to be really tough for teams to play him for the first time. It's going to change pretty much everything about how you shoot when he's your one-on-one.
Wait, the Mavs have been trading, though. Sham God.
They have been training. Anytime Sham God is putting you through the reps, you're in a better place than you were when you woke up.
Exactly. Henry? I'm not Henry Jackson.
Mavs by a million. Won't even make close.
Sham God by a million.
Vic will put like
all right, what's the last
15 on
game?
board.
Blazers and Clippers. No Terrence Mann, who is a sprained ankle.
I'm going the Blazers. Scoot Henderson is going to show people that I should have been the number 2 overall pick.
Clippers by a million.
Clippers. Who by a million?
Clippers.
And we are done.
Riveting.
1 second, I accidentally left the call. I can't hear Jackson, so give me 1 second. I gotta jump in the show.
I think my Clippers Terrence Mann take is spot on. I think Terrence Mann will be a Sixer by the end of the week, and Harden will be a Clipper by the end of the week. But maybe this mom stuff might complicate it a couple more days.
Just stop.
Hey, is that your kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice kitchen, right?
Yeah. There we go. Mr. Producer. Oh, you're muted.
I'm muted?
Why can't I be on like this all the time? Can people see me right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Just leave this on.
I don't think. Well,
He can see me.
Just unmute the other one. Ciro's echo.
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry, am I echoing?
No, not anymore.
I bet, yeah. We'll figure this out. It's all about how hearing. Hey, Justin, what are you doing? All right. So, this NBA season.
Chat, what's up, Thomas?
You know what's one thing we didn't talk about? We did not talk about who is going to be our NBA Finals projection. Like, I think the best team in the NBA is the Denver Nuggets, but I think it's going to be the Phoenix Suns versus the Boston Celtics. Actually, no, Phoenix Suns versus the Miami Heat. Who do you got, Jackson?
I'd bet everything I own in my entire life and never will that won't be the finals. I'll go Bucks. I'll go Bucks Nuggets.
This was a fart. Did you hear it?
And Nuggets win, yeah.
Give me Celtics Nuggets.
Celtics, you? No.
That was close going
Yeah.
Celtics.
Celtics Nugs.
Oh, sorry, TP. You didn't want to see this shirt lifted up. Thomas says the more errant predictions I make, the more clothing that will come off. Spurs win, baby. League on notice for the next 10 years. All right, we got the other games are for tomorrow. So, Jackson, who do you think is going to be the better player when they come back from suspension? John Moran or Miles Bridges? The man who beat a woman or a man who liked to play with titties and show guns?
John Moran. He's better in general. Miles Bridges hasn't played in way too long. He's going to be very rusty.
When Miles Bridges comes back and he averages 35 a game?
He won't. He'll be rusty like Deshaun.
Dude, Deshaun Watson's broken.
The thing is, Deshaun had some good games. 2 of his 3 games were good. And
1.5.
that injury.
I'm scared, dude. Like, they've been saying it's a rotator cuff.
Got a partially torn rotator cuff.
Is that what they're saying?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's got.
How is he playing? My dad had to get both of his rotator cuffs replaced. Like, got replacement surgery. And, like, my dad, when he had it bad, he said he had no strength in his arm, and he could barely move it past like this. Both of his arms. And, he told me, he's like, there was no, like, structural integrity to his shoulders anymore until he got the cuffs, like, surgically fixed. And he was, like, doing rehab to, like, rebuild the muscle, and he gave up after, like, a year or so because it wasn't doing shit, so I can't imagine.
Yeah.
But quick question, who do you have winning the Super Bowl as of right now? Let's hear from Mr. Will Upton.
I hate to say it, but I'll go Chiefs Eagles. But it
You think
could
a
definitely
rematch?
be. I really hope not. It'll either be the Chiefs Bengals
Dude, the Bengals suck.
or the Eagles.
Dude, I think it's
Bengals
going to
do
be
not
AFC, Ravens versus Chiefs.
You guys do this to yourself every year since your
We're-
championship.
And then I think the NFC is probably going to be a rematch, Niners versus Eagles. Niners go this year.
Yeah, most of the
Niners
Lions shock the world. The Ravens, Lamar will get injured again in like week 13, and we'll do this same thing like we have every year for the last 4 years. But if the last week was the first good game they've even looked. They've looked terrible offensively every other game, so I'm not buying.
We figured it out finally.
I'm selling it.
Henry's a
Lamar
San Diego
Jackson is like
Chargers
16-1 versus NFC teams in his career.
I would like to smash the Eagles button if possible. I think they're a great team. I think Howie Roseman is the best executive in football. I'm not sure it's close. He's one of my idols. So give me the
You know,
Eagles
Howie
button.
Roseman got demoted for building the dream team in 2011 that failed, and then he got demoted a scout, and he had to rework his way to president of football operation.
I can see how that would happen.
Yeah, they demoted him, and then he worked his way back up to GM.
Goat life.
All right.
But look at him for real. He's so proactive with his team. He's like, all right, great contending roster I have, and he does this all the time. He's one of the few that really makes proactive trades to improve his team.
I love when teams do that.
And you look at who they are, and he's like, oh, our secondary could use like a little bump. So he goes out and gets all-pro Kevin Byard for a 5th and 6th round draft pick, and you're a Super Bowl contender. That's a no-brainer move. And he did it last year with a linebacker. He does it all the time. He fills holes on the roster.
So
In the same way that good
needs a
NBA
football
managers
channel.
does that other NFL managers do.
Henry, what's your football channel called?
My what? Oh, my football channel? You can
Henry NFL.
you can follow
Henry
me
NFL.
at JewsForFootball.com.
Well, hi, him.
Will do.
All right, that's today's episode, guys. Be a friend. Tell a friend.
And add me on Twitter at iHenryWeinberg. WEINBERG.
And me at Ciro Seo and Jackson at Jailstro.
People don't need my Twitter.
And golfpicks.com. Follow Jackson's Instagram page.
Golf picks. It's hotgolfpicks.com. But thank you. Yeah.
It's actually called hotgolfdicks.com. It's the best cocks on the golf course. All right, that's it, guys. Have a good one.